Good Wednesday evening. Hope you are doing well. I was speaking some time ago with a psychologist, and he mentioned that he's concerned as we are dealing with this COVID crisis that there's going to be trauma triggers. Now, the trauma triggers he was talking about could relate to the future. In other words, it could be that at some point in the future, someone is going to experience something, a smell, a feeling, or even a sound that will relate back to the experience, the difficult one we are going through now, and it will bring back the trauma. As well, there's a concern that during this difficult period of time, people who experience traumatic events of the past have to deal with them again. So it is a concern, and obviously, you speak to professionals when you want to go ahead and address those concerns. But sometimes when I look at the Parsha and I look at Moshe Rabbeinu, and he is sitting there one day, and representatives of the tribe of Ruvain and God come to him, and they say, Moshe, how you doing? We look around here. We are on the east side of the Jordan River, and it looks quite magnificent. And we have a lot of cattle. The land here would be perfect for the flock. So what's your thought, Moshe? We're going to settle here on the east side, and we won't ask for anything on the other side, in Eretz Yisrael proper. And Moshe Rabbeinu responds in a very harsh way. And he says to them, oh my goodness, here you go again. You know what happened 38 years ago? Your parents, right, the previous generation, they showed a lack of faith and a lack of interest in Eretz Yisrael. And look what happened. They had to spend 38 years in the wilderness. And Moshe Rabbeinu's reaction is interesting because right afterwards they clarify, no, don't think that we are afraid of going into Eretz Yisrael, because the representatives of God and Reuven made it very clear that they're going to go ahead and fight with the rest of the Israelites. It is not that they're trying to avoid the battle of the land, but rather they feel some kind of attachment to the land here on the east side of the Jordan River, and Moshe Rabbeinu really calmed down. And as you read it, you feel it is perhaps Moshe Rabbeinu being triggered. When he hears people not wanting to go into the land of Israel, it overwhelmed him. It brought back the pain, the agony, and the experience of decades earlier when actually Klal Yisrael did not have the faith to make their way into Eretz Yisrael. So Moshe Rabbeinu dealt well eventually with his trauma, and hopefully the Almighty will give us the ability, and it's a time for prayer, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu should have mercy on Klal Yisrael, on humanity. We should hear good news and able to overcome it and recreate a world that is even better than the past, because we're going to be appreciative of everything. For now, it should be a very good evening. Please take care. Bye-bye.